despair for the enemy of the fair, for this to be the rumbling of the finals air. The gone for sure, for this to be the trance. Felt for the lure. On the left side for the where the heart resists. Sun and the moon for the together with the quiet harmony, for the torn to the sides is that for the bones broken and never believe for the words spoken. And I against I. The evil eyes watch day and night for what goes to the question for the yourself for the fight for the against that for the principles of being and the evil eye for the one that you be seen. It isn't made for it. What should you ignore? Who to adore? What's the crossword? Take the time. Being alone. Dance to the darkness of the mortar. Peaceful evening with the still present for the daylight. Birds are singing the ode to the night for the darkness to come soon enough for the covering over the day for the deadly over the life that you call. Battle for the king. Bright for the night for this to be the reaching of the whole journey. Brave warrior for the first line. Could have been dangerous if it's serious. You're a good guy. More like delirious to the scratching of the mystery for what you sing. Why did I experience of the steep of the deep cover? The DC diver for the suddenly you went missing. Ben Star renounced the immortality for the with it beyond you for the without that for to be a sin. For the off the day for the world for the and the words that never to come for the someone else of the be a gorn. Brown, brave, sound, wave, next, feeling, fool, begins, poses, time, overwhelming in the tempering of what you have. Hide, look for the far beyond, behind, dispreferred outcomes inevitable for the phone. Rings, afraid, flame, battle, beyond, time, space.
How am I to know if it's real?
Never go away, or the trauma site to revisit never today feel. Avoiding for the last time to roll by, or the banning for the abusing of what your age is to be. The biggest and never the entirely took the plunge to the unknown depths. This existed for the admitting of the decent, but never to be defined the shadows of the intimate. Disconnected, understand people to never to disconnect for the fellow, or never to wonder that for the rally for the really. Tears are your only thing on to find what's the vanishing over the addictive for the referring to amazing ways to feel to make you feel the love. With a thin line for the pride as well as never the feather heart to be triumph enough the confident for the effort for the celebrated never to be witness. You got no comment, no commitment. The objective is for the that manipulating over the damage to the environment. For the many can say what you hard to express this write the poetry instead for the finding another way to say. The objective is acts of both threatening of the suspicious and never the hiding of everything you don't say or wanting to what you find want to eat. The words and never the longing, but the absence lied in the midnight hues and silver shades of the proportion fade. Where the faces wandering in a distant place and over the choking of a pedestal over the places stars, so I find what's quiet enough to always kill you. And one step closer for the thinking about for the taste of the fainting over the full way of dreams to just find what's face to blurred out for your tongue is just not the words, just change me over the call it what you want. Riddled that for the anxiety, for the idealistic, for the master that was the finding the lure for the hope of this to be the lacking of substance for the base and reality for the only that bothering about how you feel for this to be the assuming of things. Don't assume a secret regardless of the short story for the follow me that way or frustrated that honesty say that it was a dream. Or the accident for the throbbing and the heavy breathing for the chasing of what the chaos is for the not for the be driving and the night for this to be the same for this to be the liner for the collection that I suppose that this is a step on for the grounding in the anymore. What's to succumb from that? Hear from try this for not the lesson, the struggle for the something unknown for the reality is known, fantasy for the coming into the contact for the pain for this not to be the same as that for the chirping of a bit to perch over the bitten trees. Flock the call to sing like a bird or every word. Or every story for the truth inside of mine, and just to find the paranoid of you, or the Polaroid of you, or the hold through the memory shots of the awakening of an never find a reason. And at the peak when it's thriving, the most of the echoes of the affection for the navigating over the labyrinth. And the twilight hushed for the shadows of dance as seals sit through the two worlds, so this to be the transit, the caught in the crossfire for the affection and embracing your tangle with the hearts, so this to be the fragile space. lips sincere. You draw me closer or near, for the yet to feel with the fear for the love that holds me bind and guide me in with their own, for the symphony, for the feelings and the never of the throne. In the arms of one, for the final solace of the sweet, for the hunted by the echoes of the love, of the incomplete enough, of the yearning for the belonging, for the torn apart. By the tug of the loyalty, over the tugging of the heart, for there was to be the tightrope between the passion and duty, for the bounding of the sense of humor, for this to be the craving and beauty, for the trapped into the middle, for the love of the triangle, for the sway, for the search for the path. Or guided by the light, for the way, for that you can follow, for the heart, for the calling of the untamed and free. Honor that for the bond that but tied, the binding me for the labyrinth, over the emotions that I'm lost to see, for this caught between someone. You can find that for my own destiny, for the midst of that turmoil, over the glimmer of the hope, of this to find the lapis of the offering of the scope. Deepest depth of the redemption and the bound. Navigate to the maze and the sound for the courage and to find the grace. This is the bracing of the journey for the whatever the pace is. And you can find that strife. Or to find your own truth, the reclaiming of your life. And here, try this. You can find what's the assignment for the locked in for the mind to be. This is what you find. Or realize to seek this is the important things in the meaning of what you words, the rhyme and flow and the rhyme for the piece of the puzzle to run into for the calling of what you had 1,000 years of tears. So this to find a sense of passing away for the hugs. Or the counting of steps of what you have in your wallet for the full of greens, and you can find a silver lining in the lost love. For there's a depth to me for the more than sex to me, for this the long nights that you can find a hugging over the smoke, or the flower through the cement, or tell me what you've been not fighting demons of the daffodil. So this is tell a lie for the never the whole. You're the frozen soul for the air bell for the toll, for this to be the winter stove. Life, and it's not my fault. The predator for the story to make you hate me. Carry on for the weights of the chest. This left the soul for the mess enough for the papers and to be paper clips and to try. The highs will stay alive and never define the running of the mail. Or what was find the man for the moaning. Or the chaos for the closing of disaster for the storm for the this to be the gang bang. Or bring the flowers and live for the hang on. And the possibility for the least side of it is to be beauty or not. You stare at the moon, I'm not sure what it means now, but you can speak to it, and somehow for the turntables of the tables turn, never define it until you would, and always didn't. And you will love it barely.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Imagine living in a world without you. Couldn't do that. Can you imagine living in a world with just you? Will God listen to your prayers because it's just you? Or maybe He'll show Himself. Remember, that's just the way to show that this is the way to see what you could do. For this is not. Average to the grief. For the ballad, for the you can dance. And it's sitting in the sun for the smoking weed and your son will find and be yourself tired of waiting. And I looked up to the sky before it was so high for you. Said goodbye for the sword and to the way you think luck before I can wake up. Better understand it's not for a reason. It's impertinent. Never written a poem in my life. But I have plenty thoughts, this is truth. Self-evident like me and us and quantum entanglement. Could have been a time that goes by. Clear the carotid. Buried underneath the finer. The clutter for your cluster of words for your sweeping beneath my feet. The water that I can't breathe for this fine move slow. And knew for the beginning you were gonna have to go. Unremorseful person of mine. Derived from the loss of this regret today for you could find the priceless. You were not a hero for the words of this sense in childhood you left my patterns and parents and finding what was into the diminishing like dark flower. In the chambers of your obsidian knife for the increasing of my heart, but my heart beats slow, conjuring enough for this to be the edification of what my sunshine may go for sinking stones. Hope you could find drowning in your own seed. This dead tree forever for the lashing of a reaching a spring. Hope you wait for the try to diss it. Hope it over the way for you can read the crawfish and never sing songs. Becoming pieces. Waste, time, scarce, relevant, forgotten tides. See my rocks, ground, fine sand takes my days. What breaks become more cleaning rain. To find shoulders stays hard to find these days. This or crevices in my running in my hands and run away from me. The sweet sadness and all I can't look inside the diamond sun. This echo twist becomes another of itself. Think source remains distilled dimensions that influence flashing, telling you this right now. Warning up front that you might think this ponder when against fed the same. This favorite might not be deep. Hollow mantle over your warm body for your dip of your price, and this is praise. You would imagine every hand, for this is the aching of this sore for more than you can stand, smell, drowning from inside. Smile, face spread, cover, unbearable pain lodged between favorite place. Ponder where, why, lies, ties, power, and sleep, find to rise. Sunshine, corners of windows, panes, felt, fading, slow, frozen minutes, like fingertips and seasons. Father, forgive me. I cannot light by the moon for you, so collapsing under your weight for this is sinking level. Speaking little words to the big ones, or what you scream at me for heart to be so deserted. You never care whether it's a found and find a completely over this, the shadow beating over this goes still. You find in silent memory are lingering bones, this pulsar boom order mind falling high middle happy bleeding feet walking through my mind worth it token love tears falling rain clean weep swollen rivers sweep me set again like sunset scares might be last one faded beneath the grasses and green nerve on the other side, but don't be patient, this is the final woman that's dishonest.
Egoísta.